I thought I'd share a few of my many bizarre and funny exploits I in one way or another partook in, unintentionally or intentionally, while living in the centric city of Miami, Florida, where I resided for 10 years. In 2011, I came to find myself working physical security for the Morgans Group. The Morgans Group owned various high-end hotel properties across the country, across the world. I specifically was tasked to the Miami Beach resort of the Shore Club. During my shift from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on a relatively quiet Friday night, I had the fortunate duty of manning the office for a few hours where I could put up my feet. Around 2 a.m. I received a call from the front desk. The front desk explained a hotel guest's card on file had been rejected. All attempts to notify the guest had come up empty. They then proceeded to delegate the uncomfortable task to me, which entailed a person physically entering the guest room and black bagging up all the possessions and lastly removing them to a secure locker at our office, then double locking the guest room in question. Oh, I thought to myself, these situations can become uncomfortable fast. Running through all the scenarios in my head, I anyhow agreed and assured Dorothy at the front desk the job would be taken care of in short order. Immediately after hanging up, a fellow colleague entered the office. For privacy reasons, I'll refer to him as Blake. A little background on Blake. He was 6'6" and of Haitian descent.
And oddly had a fascination with crystals.
And although intimidating at a glance, was a hoot to work with, often pulling pranks and never passing up the opportunity to make light out of any uncomfortable situation. Blake smiled at me right off knowing that I wasn't thrilled with whatever task I had just been given on the phone.
Alex, man, I got you,
he says. So Blake accompanies me on a job that would go down in infamy through the halls of the Shore Club for many years to come. Two of us eventually make our way to the tower guest suites and take the elevator to the 8th floor, trying our best to look as professional as humanly possible in our black suits and earpieces. You see, Blake had a knack for making me laugh in the presence of hotel guests, making it a point to do something strange in an elevator when a hotel guest's back was turned, but I maintaining an only clear sight of him. After a short elevator ride, we both make our way to the 8th floor. After a quick knock and security, with no response, we utilize the master and make our entry into the suite. After a quick glance and one over, I look over at Blake and say, "There's some really nice stuff here. I can't imagine this guy can't afford to pay his hotel bill." The guy had Louis Vuitton, Hermes, you name it. The guy had it all.
The guy had it all.
And so after 10 or so minutes of bagging up things, I proceeded to the dresser and started inventorying and bringing the clothing inside. I give a yell to Blake.
Hey, Blake.
To see how he's doing. He makes his way from another room to me.
I've just closed my eyes again, climbed aboard the Dreamweaver train, trying to take away my worries of today and leave tomorrow behind. I believe you can get me through the night.
I then notice he is not wearing his suit, but has donned an evening dress, presumably from the wardrobe of the guest's girlfriend. "Alex, how do I look?" I can't not but laugh, considering he's 6'6" and the dress makes a great shirt on him. He then comes over and throws over my shoulders a jersey to put on quickly and then dons on top of me the biggest gangster gold chain I'd ever seen. I just go along with it and continue working, periodically chuckling every time I get a glance of him. You see, timing has always been a bit of a nemesis to me. I finally get to the last drawer of clothing, which happens to be underwear. Blake, noticing my distaste for folding strangers' underwear, quickly grabs a pair and places them on his head. I say, "Not cool, man. That's a man's underpants." And as if God himself was orchestrating this for his own enjoyment, I look up while still folding underwear into a bag and see two individuals staring at us, a black gentleman and what I could only assume as his wife or girlfriend. The hotel guest speaks. "Man, the front desk said you were helping us with our room safe, but you're holding my underwear. And you're wearing my underwear on your head, as well as my wife's cocktail dress." Stunned, I look to Blake, who responds amazingly without missing a beat. "You know, man, you look a lot like Tony from Naughty by Nature." Puzzled, I look over at Blake. And as if the uncomfortable situation could become more absurdly more uncomfortable, it just did. I am Tony from Naughty by Nature.